All right, so we got Servitors explained by an Australian. But before we get into it, man, I'm live right now on Twitch. Make sure you guys click the link in the description down below. And also, man, click the link in the comments down below because that's where my Twitch is on this video. Other than that, let's go.
G'day, guys and
Who's raining
gal.
hard?
There are fates worse than death. Eternal torture, overwhelming disability, and dementia are just some examples.
Yeah.
However, there is a fate worse than all of that by far. And that fate is to become lobotomized, mutilated, and forced into mechanical slavery to perform horrific, agonizing tasks.
What?
Your name is struck from the annals of history. It's not uncommon for part of your consciousness to be left intact, so you're actually aware of what has been done to you.
Man, yo, let me go, bro. Man, let my soul just pass on, bro. Man, let my soul pass on, bro. I'm still going through agony. I'm still clocking in. Man, yo, if I'm gone, if my physical body is gone, bro, let me go, please. Let my soul just go. Like, for real, bro. I'm over here doing Warhammer taxes right now, bro.
Arguably, the most grimdark part of the Imperium is just how common servitors are. The Mechanicus uses like 1,000,000,000 billion trillion of them as soldiers and laborers. Pretty much every rich person in the Imperium has numerous servitor servants. Hell, I'm sure that it's not even entirely uncommon for restaurants to use them here and there. So many people suffering a fate worse than death, and nobody bats an eye. Like, when I read Warhammer 40k books, I've actually become a bit desensitized to it. Like, oh yeah, another servitor. Almost.
Ooh, by the way, speaking of like nasty, ugly builds, I'm sorry, bro, I didn't mean to call you ugly, but speaking of nasty builds, y'all, I'm actually doing a video. Yo, shout out to, I think it was Swiss. He made the out of context video, but shout out to him. He said, yo, I got a video idea for you. And actually, he let me know this video idea in the Discord down below. So I don't know if y'all know, but I actually have a Discord. One of my supporters actually made a Discord. His name is Dur. Shout out to Dur for making the Discord. If y'all want to join up on the Discord, you can. Yo, he said, can you make a video on the top 5 worst builds in Warhammer? Now, if you don't know what that means, like the top 5 worst body builds. Man, yo, I don't want to give it away, but he definitely going to be on the list, bro. This dude going to be on the list, bro. For real. GG's, bro. I'm actually making that video. I don't know if I'm probably going to make the video tomorrow. I don't need any, I pretty much got all, like, the people in my head. I just got to, like, look up their names and stuff like that. But, yeah, hey, he's going into the list. I promise you he is. Look at his whole ish is just in ruins, bro. He look like a pile of just cords all tangled up. Like,
feels like I'm reading about like a Roomba or something. But then I remember, wait a minute, that was a single mother who stole bread to feed her starving child. Now her child is dead and she's a lobotomized robotic sex slave. So bad. Before we get started, this is my probably didn't know about. Let's get into it.
I'm talking to you, baby. I miss you.
Before we get into the how, let's talk about the why. Why does humanity create servitors? After all, basic robots should be able to do everything the servitors do except—
Let me go, bro. Let me go. Listen, bro, if my body is dead and gone, let me go. My conscience should not be inside this thing right now, bro. Man, I'm half man, half robot. I'm looking like Two-Face right now. My bad, not even Two-Face, two-body. I'm looking like two-body right now, bro. Let me go. This is preposterous.
Better. I mean, look at the Mechanicus Castellan robots.
Lord,
they don't need
mercy,
obscene
bro.
human right abuses to work. Well, there is actually a good reason why. Back when humanity was peaking a few thousand years ago, they used fully sentient AI as their servants. These AI were called the Men of Iron, and they were very impressive, powerful, and a massive asset to humanity. Until they fucking weren't. I guess humanity hadn't seen iRobot, The Matrix, or Terminator, as the Men of Iron rose up against their human masters and caused humanity's empire to shatter. Although humanity would eventually win the war, they had lost most of their technology, military power, unity, and population. For the next 5,000 years, mankind degraded and genuinely looked to be on the path to extinction, until a big sexy tan motherfucker called the God Emperor of Mankind emerged. And
Hey, yo. Majorkill, you want to calm down, yo? Yeah, hey, the glazing the glazing is kind of, you kind of got too much glaze, bro. Too much dip on your chip. Calm down, yo. You don't got to glaze. Like, yo, imagine glazing in Warhammer. Like, I literally could never. Like, yo, like, Y'all couldn't even come up with a compilation of me glazing like nobody. Like, imagine glazing somebody that hard in Warhammer, yo. Like, yo, pipe down, yo.
Sorted shit out. Due to the uprising of the Men of Iron, something that the Emperor was present for and experienced firsthand, true AI was outlawed. The funny man even renamed AI from artificial intelligence to abominable intelligence. As a result of this, humanity started lobotomizing and merging people with machinery to create robotic servants. However, as they were controlled by a human brain, it technically didn't count as AI, so all was well. Wait a minute, Majorkill, what about the robots the Mechanicus use? Those robots are extremely primitive and non-sentient. They follow commands and subroutines given to them by their tech priest masters. What little personality they have comes from their machine spirit, which also avoids being called AI out of convenience and technicalities. So why don't they just use mechanical robots instead of servitors? Well, that wouldn't be very grimdark, would it? Also, Castellan robots are expensive to create and require a tech priest to command them. Not practical.
Wait, so they have the option just to like make these things just machines, but they're like, you know what, man? You know, man, let's just stuff somebody in there. Like, why not? Like, it's cool. Like, instead of just making these things machines, you know what? Let's just stuff a human in there. Let's just do it just to do it.
On a large scale. So servitors were the perfect new robot slaves. Now we have the why. What about the how they're made? Well, a servitor isn't just one thing that has one method of creation and one purpose. You can have weapon servitors, cleaning servitors, cumsock servitors. They never complain about shit and they have zero rights. So you can literally do anything you want to them. Ironically, the Mechanicus...
that is a dangerous thing to say. You know how despicable, like I want you to imagine somebody saying, yeah, bro, they got no, they have no, right to do anything. You can do whatever you want to them. Imagine you're defenseless and somebody in your vicinity says, yeah, you're right, bro. I can do anything I want to. You can do anything you want to me. What, yo, hippity hoppity, what the hell is going on, bro? What the hell? What the hell are you in? Yo, what's going on? You can do whatever you want to me. What are you trying to get at? Bruh. Oh, and also, by the way, y'all, I'm actually live on Twitch right now, so make sure you guys, come to the Twitch. I'm saying this mid-video.
have a
W promo? I know.
Significantly more ethical approach to most of their servitors. They simply grow them in a vat, and when they're ready, they lobotomize them and attach the appropriate mechanical enhancements. This can be pretty random depending on what the Mechanicus needs. Servitors can range from receiving tank treads and metal support so they can carry around heavy shit, to a full-on Battlelord Sexmaster 9000 that can simultaneously purge the enemies of the Omnissiah in glorious combustible fashion, whilst also being able to satisfy the needs of an entire Sister of Battle convent in one session. Yeah, sure, it's still fucked up what they are doing, but at least most Mechanicus servitors didn't know a life before service. The Imperium, on the other hand, mostly uses servitorization, yeah, sure, that's a fucking word, against criminals and heretics. The heretics part I can understand.
Yep. Hey. Y'all know that one Eminem song? I'm a criminal. Yeah, you don't want to be a criminal. You don't want to, you do not want to be a bad boy. You do not want to be a naughty boy. You do not want to be a bad guy. You don't want to be an evil man. Cause bro, you will get stuffed into one of these. Forget you rotting in prison. Forgetting you sitting down and serving your time. Oh no, you actually about to serve. You're about to serve in a different way. And if you think that if you think the booty warrior is about to have you in jail, boy, hey, this is worse than being in the same cell as the booty warrior. I promise you. Yo, I promise you, bro. For real. Because not only are you because when you're in a cell with the booty warrior, you got a chance to defend yourself. You may be bigger than him. You may be stronger than him. You might put him in head like, hey man, don't grab me. Don't grab my booty. Don't. You might put him in one of these, the Willie Nelsons. But bro, when you're in one of these, bro, yo, your body is gone. Yo, your conscience is working through these, bro. for real.
You defeat a chaos cult and capture hundreds of members. Do you blow their brains out or turn them into battle servitors and use them to take out the next chaos cult you uncover? There is a bit of beauty in that. Likewise, hard to feel too bad for murderers, rapists and pedophiles when they get the snip and are now forced into being cleaning servitors, who have their necks locked in place so that they can only look at the floor they are forced to clean. It's hard to actually say what the exact process of creating a servitor is like because it's so varied. Some are ushered into a factory like a bunch of livestock, getting stunned and sliced up before being put back together. Ooh. Others are handmade over time to be living weapons. The Mechanicus even try to make their own version of a Primarch called the Archimandrite, which was more or less a giant metal battle servitor with enhanced intelligence and the ability to maintain its free will. Yeah, that didn't go so well. What? It's common practice for numerous Astarte chapters to turn failed aspirants into servitors. Often this is because a failed aspirant is too physically and mentally retarded after failing the process to become a space marine, hence become.
So any failed like space marines or any failed makings of space marines or Astartes or whatever, you automatically get turned into one of these little servitor things. So you automatically gotta serve time for no reason. Wait, but they messed up on you. Bro, imagine like I'm over here getting the BBL of Doomerson, bro. They over here giving me a new leg and everything. I'm on Dr. Miami's metal plate like these. Sleep, knocked out. Imagine all I hear in my sleep is, damn, we messed up. Throw him in the chamber. What? I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the cameraman like these. I'm looking at the cameraman I'm looking at the cameraman that we all got in our lives. I'm looking at that dude like these. What you mean you messed up? Throw me in a chamber. Bro, just leave me. Bro, sew me up and I'll go to Turkey to get like a new leg or something. What you mean throw me in a chamber because you messed up? That's your fault.
A servitor would probably be an upgrade for their previous status. Some chapters do it even if the failed aspirant was still intact and healthy, so yeah, that sucks.
Even if you healthy. Damn, I messed up. Damn. He throws the tools down. Damn. We got to get rid of him. But Doc, he's healthy. It doesn't matter. I messed up. Throw him in a chamber. Throw me in a chamber. Brother, my lungs I've never took a puff. I've never took a puff of the flight pack ever. My lungs are clear as water. What you mean throw me in a chamber? I'm that disposable. I'm healthy. It doesn't matter. Throw him in a chamber. You know how sick I'll be? Man, I'll be 2020 sick. Man, bro, I'll be prime Ebola sick, bro. No lie, bro. I'll be man, you know how scared bro, I would snap. I promise you, bro, if I hear, damn, I messed up, throw him in a chamber. If I hear that while I'm in a state of anesthesia, bro, I'm waking up like hey, y'all know. If I'm in the middle, if I'm in the middle of anesthesia, and all I hear is, damn it, throws the tools down, damn, I messed up, throw him in the chamber. I promise you, I could be in the middle of anesthesia, they could put me on the heaviest anesthesia possible. I promise you, bro, I'm rising up like prime Underraker. Look. Hey, bro, I'm rising up like yo. Bro, rising up like Undertaker. What are we talking about?
Imagine that. It'd be like running a race, and if you come first, you get $1 billion and unrestricted access to Megan Fox's bleached asshole. But if you come second, you get railed by an AIDS-stricken silverback gorilla every day for a year. That is what it's like for those aspirants. The really grimdark part is that when the Imperium decides that petty criminals, or just undesirable members of society, would make great servitors. This commonly happens when there is a servitor shortage due to war or whatever. Hence normal emperor-fearing Imperial citizens who have unpaid debts, stole a bit of food, or are just in the wrong place at the wrong time can all suffer a horrific fate. This hits a bit close to home for me as an Australian. When the first fleet of convicts was shipped over here to eventually become the most successful prison colony on the planet, a title I wear with pride, most of those convicts were petty criminals who stole a bit of bread or whatever. Thank fuck for them they did it in the 1800s instead of the 41st millennium. In terms of how physically impressive a servitor can be, there is literally no limit. It's common for battle servitors to carry heavy bolters attached to their arms, or even the super deadly plasma cannons that no one else wants to carry. Take it a step further and you can have large mecha servitors that can cut a space marine in half without too much drama. I mean, did you know that hunter servitors used to exist?
Man, I feel so bad for him, bro. I feel so bad for him, bro. He all discombobulated, bro. Man. Whew, man. Oh, man, God bless his heart, bro. My heart just stings for him.
They were servitors the size of warships that patrolled the Sol system. Probably one of the coolest types of servitors is the Archoflagellants, basically a human-sized servitor that is enhanced beyond all belief, getting grafted reinforced muscles, extremely deadly electric whips for arms, and enough drugs and stimulants to make Charlie Sheen look like a lightweight. Archoflagellation is reserved for the real bad criminals. A, because they're hard to make, and B, even the Imperium is like, yeah, no, fuck, that would suck.
Bro, this is Arkham Asylum's best. Yo, man, these creatures, these things, bro, they look like Hugo Strange's best inventions ever, bro. For real, y'all. Yo, imagine this thing running full, like, yo, they got whips and everything as arms and hands and stuff, bro. They got the Brock Lesnar legs and knees, like they got the John Cena shins. Like, man, this is not looking. They got the Kurt Angle muscles. Like, this is not looking good for us at all.
In order to control these hectic berserkers, whenever there is no combat, their helmet plays nice ecclesiarch-approved hymns and music, while showing them soothing iconography of the Emperor. This puts them in a dormant lullaby state. However, when it's killing time, the helmet is deactivated and they are shot up with a liter of go-go juice straight into their nervous system.
Bro, they're like mini Banes. Yo, they're legit like mini Banes, y'all. For real, like Banes from Batman, y'all.
At this, they are unleashed, wildly strong, fast and durable, only dying if they're blown to pieces or they overdose on all the drugs in their body. It's usually the latter. In order to avoid friendly fire, the helmet they wear doesn't mark friendlies as friendly, it simply hides them from the Archoflagellant's vision, so we can still run into them and kill them by accident, but these friendly casualties are considered just a part of the job description. While servitors are lobotomized, sometimes their consciousness and personalities can break through at times of extreme stress or if they are particularly strong-willed. Some sadistic tech priests even allow some servitors' consciousness to live on, witnessing their slavery and feeling its agony but powerless to stop it. Other servitors require more brain function and sentience to complete their tasks. For example, in the Ravenor trilogy, a pilot servitor starts dishing out some sass and even gets panicked during a time of extreme stress. Another example is during the War in the Webway, a combat servitor is mortally wounded by a demon. As it lays there dying, its last thoughts are of its children and how they cried as she was pulled away from them to be turned into a servitor. It didn't suddenly become human as it was dying, it was still very much a servitor. However, just before its death, it had a flicker of memory before the light was snuffed out. There's even cases of servitors breaking through and fully regaining their independence and sentience. Depending how they were augmented, this could have resulted in them either becoming the main character from Cyberpunk or completely horrified about their mutilated body. The point I'm trying to make is that it's really hard to quantify what a servitor is exactly, as it could be.
Hey, even though this thing right here look like a Z-tier menace, man, this coat, this jacket, whatever you want to call it, is fire. This thing right here is fuego, no lie.
So many things. However, the basic premise is the same, and that premise is that being a servitor sucks mammoth cock. Turns out I'm so zoinked I forgot to actually record my outro. I've literally never done that before.
Shout out to our boy Majorkill. We got our boy Majorkill in a different state, yo. In a different state of habitat. Man, he looks tired. Other than that, man, shout out to our boy Majorkill, man, for this video. We now know what servitors are. Now, some of these guys will be going into the top 5 worst builds list. I cannot wait to make that video tomorrow. And also, I don't think there will be a Majorkill video tomorrow because I'm recording a West Hammer video. Shout out to the boy West Hammer. I'm recording a reaction to one of his videos, so it's gonna be the West Hammer video, and it's gonna be the top 5 worst builds video. So if y'all did enjoy me, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, man, and I'm gonna see y'all later for the next time out. By the way, right now I'm live on Twitch. Make sure you guys come through, and peace out, everybody.